All right, guys, hey, we're back. Today is probably one of the worst days I've had in a long time. I don't even really know where to begin. I guess you can say, without giving up too much personal information, someone that I admire so much got to the point in their life where they felt like there was nowhere else to turn and contemplated suicide. And I've been there before, I've been there plenty of times, man. 36 years on earth, I could probably count on my hands and my feet the total times, plus more, that I've thought about suicide. Elementary school, high school, when I was in the Army, when I was in Iraq, when I was going through my divorce, 5 years after my divorce, 3 years after my divorce, 10 years after my divorce, failed relationships, losing jobs. So many times, man, that I've just, got to that point where I wanted to give up, but I didn't, And one of the main reasons was because of this person. And I don't know, I've never seen this person at this low state. Even though I understand why this person is in this low state. It's been a hell of a year for this person. Compared to, this being the worst day of my life, this was more than likely to this person the worst year of their life. But they've had it before, so it's like a double-edged sword, a double whammy. And it hits so hard, man, because there's really nothing you can do to change what happened. And then when you don't give yourself time to grieve, to grieve in the process of grieving, the grieving process is like this, man. It's so frustrating because it asks you to question so many different things and talk about so many different things that you don't want to talk about. No one wants to self-examine themselves. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and really process what you're looking back at, and are you really truly happy? Nobody wants to deal with loss. Nobody wants to deal with anything, man. And then, to turn around and have loss in your life, and then, to not have someone in your life to where you can lean on in these dark and troubling times, it makes it even worse. And then we have a factor of alcohol, which, if you guys have been on my channel for, since the beginning, you know how it is with alcoholism. Alcoholism has played a tremendous negative effect inside of my life, The alcoholism factor, man, has destroyed so much. In the 36 years I've been on earth, it's destroyed so much. And I don't know, man. I think tonight is like, maybe this is the time that I just say fuck it and start talking about it. Because I think I've remained silent for a little too long. And maybe I'm part of the problem rather than the solution. In my life, man, I've gotten rid of all the negative drama in my life. I've gotten rid of so many people in my life. I face the world pretty much alone. And that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm accustomed to. That's what I've adapted to, I guess you can say. Because it's that old saying, man, I can do bad all by myself. And that's so true, man. I don't need anybody else in my life, to bring me down. I don't need anybody in my life to make me unhappy. And I choose, in my life, I choose happiness, man. That's what I've done. I've done since the beginning, man. I've chose happiness. I've said, you know what, man, the hell with all this negative energy, man. I've just got rid of it. And there's some people in your life, man, that you've known for your entire life, and they're just so damn negative. And I just said to myself, man, I've given too much of myself, you know, giving myself to everybody, man, and people like that, people like us that just give and give and give, and people just take and take and take. We don't really expect anything in return, you know what I'm saying? But on your darkest day, when you can't rely on the people that you call friends and are, stuck with family, what's the fucking point? So yeah, man, today was a really, really bad day. It's not a day that's going to bring me down, though. That's the most important thing. It's not a day that's going to bring me down. It's not a day that is going to change me. I'm going to continue to push forward. I'm going to continue to live no matter what. That's the choice that I've made for myself, for my family, for my life. I'm not living for anybody else. I'm living for myself. I choose every day to get up and live. There was a point in my life, there was a time in my life where I didn't do that. There was a time in my life where I was living for other people, trying to satisfy other people, trying to, do things for other people. But I said to myself, man, enough is enough with that shit. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't entertain negative energy. I don't entertain any of that. And I practice this mindfulness training. And this morning, I kind of figured when I was getting up for work, I should say this afternoon because I work night shifts, but I kind of figured something was off because it just didn't seem right when I got out of bed. So I did my meditations, I did all my stuff that I was supposed to do, but it still hit me, like a ton of bricks. I won't even lie about that. It still hit me like a ton of bricks. It still hit me, and was I'm very surprised by it because I didn't expect this person to even, communicate, because this person rarely communicates. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. All I can tell you, man, is if you're listening to this video right to the end right now, if you're at a point in your life, man, where you're thinking of suicide, there are so many resources, man. Especially, for us veterans, man. There's so many resources. Military One Source. They have the veteran suicide line. There's tons and tons of hotlines, out there in the civilian world too, man. And, you're not going through it alone, man. And it might feel like so much pressure and the weight of everything is on you, but it gets better the very, very next day when you wake up. So the best thing to do is sleep on it. But most importantly, talk to somebody. Talk to something. Whether you journal, whether you have a friend, whether you talk to the hotline, whatever you have to do, talk to somebody. Whether it's your God, whether it's your spiritual ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, do something to where you're continuing on living. And in the process of living, you get to process all of the different feelings and emotions that come with an event. That's the only thing that I can say and tell and give advice about, because that's how I do it. That's what has worked for me. Now, obviously, everybody's different, but it gets better, man. It really, really does. Other than it being the worst day ever, I had a great day at work. Another thing that happened today that made it the worst day ever, when I first started out, was my Amazon boxes were broken into. They were delivered, but they were broken into. I don't understand why, but some people just want to see the world burn. That's how I say it, man. Some people just really want to see the world burn, and they want to just cause pain and chaos in people's lives. And then there's a lot of people out there that don't even want to work for anything, and they want to take what other people have worked hard for. And that's what really pisses me off. But other than that, man, the car's running smooth, I have a roof over my head, I got food in the refrigerator, I'm losing weight. I'm sticking to my diet, and I feel great, man. I just have to take this day as a loss, wake up tomorrow, and hope for a win. That's pretty much how I see it, man. You're gonna lose somewhere in your life along your path. You're gonna lose, but as long as you continue on, that's what's most important. And I'm not good at communicating, especially when it comes to this person. I'm really not. But hopefully, I'll get better. And hopefully, you know, you can forgive me for not communicating better. But that's what these vlogs are for, to communicate a little bit more. And yeah. Oh, and let me just go to another note. So there was a mysterious pair of underwear that ended up in the laundry, family laundry, okay? So my significant other, okay, who I love very, very much, sends me a text. Whose are these? Who do these underwear belong to? And my reaction was to laugh, because it's like those are the underwear that I folded because I did laundry. I don't know whose underwear they are, but are you implying that those underwears belong to some other female? So yeah, it's been a crazy day, man. But you know what? Tomorrow's going to be even better. Stay kind to one another. Be kind to the world. Don't initiate negativity in your life. Get rid of it. And go to the positive level, man. Just switch over. It's so easy. Just switch. I'm out of here, guys. Subscribe. All the good stuff. This is a very long vlog. Very long vlog. We'll get back to the smaller ones probably tomorrow. Right here.